Hi everyone. I don't know if my audio is good. I feel like it is a little bit loud. Hello? Hello? I don't even know if there's anyone watching, to be honest. But I was sitting in my studio space, and it has been such a long time since I have been upstairs in my studio space, and Avix isn't home, so I was like, maybe I can try out going live again, because I haven't gone live in such a long time. And I am making crochet leaves for my lamp in the back. I am scared. I don't know, I have like these little leafy bits on the lampshade, and I hope it doesn't catch fire, so every now and then I have to feel if it's not too hot. I don't mean because of the light, but as you can see, some of the wiring is like touching the crochet stuff. I don't know, maybe I'm just too scared for stuff to catch fire, but I will check it. Hi, Fruit Bat Fibers, your audio sounds good to me. Okay, that's nice. How are you doing? I was like super impulsively like, maybe I should go live once again and kind of see what happens. I don't think I'm gonna be live for long because it's almost 8:30 p.m. and I honestly haven't even eaten dinner yet. So I just wanted to maybe like very quickly go live. I want to go live more, but I'm just not in my studio space as often. And like oftentimes in the evenings, I'm just sitting downstairs with Evert watching television. But he's not home today, so I can go live. I am working in the round now still, and I want to make 4 of these in total for my lamp. I had another craft that I wanted to do this evening, but I think I miscalculated how long this was gonna take me. So on my other screen, I'm looking at the kind of pattern I wrote for myself. Well, it's just going in the round at first. So I do actually have to count. So maybe it's not the most ideal project to do on live stream. Maybe I should. Can you even see anything? I'm gonna try to adjust. The shadow is like right on what I'm crocheting. I'm doing well. I'm glad to catch the stream. I'm actually at work, but nothing left to do for my shift. That's nice. Do you work at an office, I guess? I've always wondered how people watch like live streams and such at their job. I have like a computer at work, but I'm like way too scared to use it for anything else than just my job. So sometimes if there's no one in the office, because usually there's someone else, I take my phone and I put on a YouTube video, but then the moment someone walks in on me, I'm like, oh, I just shut down my video, and I'm not even wearing a headset or anything. I don't know. I've always wondered how people do that. I'm jealous because I'm way too scared to decently watch something. Well, I also work in a store, so I don't have to be behind the computer that much. See, I feel like I'm already doing something wrong with my... I feel like I need to count so much. Strange. I work for a disabled person and their home, actually there ends up being lots of downtime. Okay, it's nice that you have some flexibility at your job. I'm currently also on a job hunt, kind of. Well, I've talked about it in my last vlog, and I am giving so many updates and upcoming vlogs as well. So I guess you'll hear all about it, but currently still looking for more work to do. I guess I'll see what happens. I also applied for a retail job, and they said I didn't have enough experience, but I have been working at a store for 2 years now, so I feel like it's harder than I was expecting it to be. It's kind of hard to show what I'm doing. I didn't really want to take out my camera for this. It's more like a for the vibes stream, I guess. I do hate when you have to count all the time for crocheting though. Well, I do a lot of color work, and you kind of have to count for that as well. Job hunting is always hard. I feel like, lol, I hope you find something soon. Thank you. I was actually setting myself a deadline before April because, because of practical reasons. But I think I'll maybe give myself 3 more months to look for a job. I don't really know how to explain it in English, but I have like my self-employed activities, which is Hippie Hooray, and then also my freelance work. And for a year I thought I was, I don't know how to explain this in English, but you have like being self-employed on the side, and you have being self-employed as your main job. And for a year I thought I was on the side, and then a few weeks ago they contacted me that I'm actually as my main job self-employed, because like something practical wasn't as it should be. So now I am looking for more hours of work so that I can be self-employed on the side, because I'm not earning enough to pay all the costs to be self-employed as my main job. It's kind of complicated, I don't know, but that's why I'm now looking for more work, ideally a day extra. I'm actually more chill than I was expecting to be. Maybe I should be less chill about it, because I don't know. I'll see what my options are. I've also saw a job application, and it was for housekeeping stuff. And I feel like that would be kind of a chill job, but I already hate cooking and cleaning in my house, so why would I do it for someone else if I already hate doing so? Oh, by the way, I hope I'm gonna have enough yarn. I was expecting to have more for what I'm doing. I feel like I didn't use that much yarn already, and I still need to make 2.5 leaves. Oh, I understand what you mean. sometimes it's so hard for me to explain things in English because I actually don't talk English that often, only for when I'm recording videos. I have been watching while I was sitting here and crocheting for my lamp upcycle video. I'm super excited about that. I think it's gonna be a fun video. I was watching Pokopia. I keep wanting to say Pokotopia or something like that. It's Pokopia. I just love it so much, but I feel like I can't be trusted with buying games because I play it for like a week or so and then I just get bored with it. So I don't know. And also the Switch 2 is so expensive. So I don't think it's gonna happen. I think I'll just have to watch people game. Also, I don't give myself any extra time. I would love to also maybe like, I would love to have extra time for like gaming or reading, but honestly, it's not as important to me as my craft. So that's why I don't spend any money on it right now. But it's fun to see videos of other people doing things you would want to do if you had more time for it. I obviously have a lot of time right now, and I am spending it like I want to spend it. Evert is to a kind of music festival today, and I was like, I need to catch up on my work because it's the weekend and that's when I usually have the most time for my crafts. If there's not a family event or I'm not doing anything with Evert, for example. I know, right? I want the Switch 2 just to play Pokopia, but I might end up getting bored in the same way. Yeah, I kind of had the same with Animal Crossing because I did buy a Switch for Animal Crossing and I know I enjoyed it, but I feel like I don't want to spend as much money if I'm not gonna... Yeah, you know what I mean, right? For example, Evert games a lot on his Xbox. So for him, it would be more logical to buy a game, for example. But for me, it's just... I used to game so much when I was a teenager on like my DS and stuff. I played so many Pokemon games. I'm still very... I don't want to say obsessed because I'm not really obsessed, but I really still enjoy everything Pokemon related. And I do watch a lot of videos while I'm crocheting, for example. I do think I find it hard to focus while I'm crocheting. And now I'm also talking and I keep having to recount the stitches I have done. But it looks like such a fun game. It's like everything I want in a game, to be honest. So I will probably watch a lot of videos about that. I think the Switch 2 is like 500 euros and then the game is 80 euros, I think. I could spend that money on like my craft, so I'm not gonna do it. I feel like I have been spending a lot less money on my crafts lately, just because I do bigger projects. So, for example, my sweater I just finished, I haven't posted it on YouTube yet, but I did post it on Instagram and TikTok. I feel like I'm secretive enough on YouTube, but then if you follow me on other socials, you immediately get spoilers of everything I've been making. With the previous sweater, I paid maybe not even 30 euros for the yarn because it was acrylic yarn. And I've spent 2 months doing so. So I feel like I only spent about 30 euros in the 2 months I have been spending on that sweater. So the longer a project takes me, I feel like I'm also more frugal. Is that how you call it? With my money? So I feel like that's something positive at least. I have a very fun sewing project that I want to do, but probably in like a month or so if I have done all of my projects I want to do right now. And I've been doubting to maybe buy an overlocking machine. I know it's very annoying to work with, to thread it and stuff. So I don't know. But I really also want an overlocking machine. I have so many things that I want, but I'm like, do I really need it? I don't know. Yes, frugal. That makes sense. I feel that way too. Yeah, especially now. We're gonna have to ask for another loan at the bank, and that makes me so stressed because I don't really see myself as someone who has like one steady income each month, because I do have different income streams and they can change at any time. So I'm super scared to ask for another loan, but we do need it because we have this other house that we need to renovate, and it just makes me have a little bit of money stress about money. So I feel like it will be good if I work a bit more as well. Although I don't want to, obviously. I feel like nobody really wants to go to work, but sometimes you have to think which negative sides can I handle the most right now. So I think it will be better. I don't know how we're gonna do the renovating. I have been thinking to also make separate videos about renovating, but then I have to like film and stuff while we're working, and I honestly don't really think a lot of my viewers will like really want to watch that. But maybe I can put it in vlogs here and there, because I know it's gonna be something that we're gonna do so much during the weekends. Wait, what am I doing now? I feel like I'm going 100 times slower just because I'm talking on live stream, but it's not that important. I mean, I still have the whole evening to finish 4 of these leaves. I wanted to do an extra craft. Maybe I can already start it. I also still need to eat, so I'll see when I get really hungry. But I don't know. Evict is going to a music festival, and I just didn't want to go all day because I still want to have my craft time in the weekend. But now that it's evening, I'm like, I miss him, and I want to. We're currently watching *Handmaid's Tale*, and I'm starting to enjoy it again. Personally, I would watch it. I don't know about others. That's so sweet of you. Yeah, I feel like I have like very, I guess, loyal is kind of strange to say, but like very sweet followers, and they support me always, and I appreciate it so much. And then I probably also have a lot more casual viewers, so I don't know. I guess I'll still film it, and like I don't think I will make separate videos about it, but maybe I can put it in other vlogs. Because I have also noticed sometimes that just vlogs with multiple like crafts and stuff in one vlog often like attract more viewers. I don't know, but I'm not gonna talk about my views because in a few videos ago I said I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. But it's just about like, do I really want to film it if we're already gonna like, it's gonna be so dusty and dirty work. So I guess I'll see if I'm gonna film it or not. I feel like I want to, but I already was in our second house for this lamp to upcycle it, and it was such dirty work, and it felt a little bit annoying with my camera, and I didn't want to get my camera dirty, but I guess I'll see. I want to say it will be fun, but I feel like it's gonna be so stressful, and we have about 6 years to finish the whole house. So I feel like we're gonna have to see how we're gonna do everything when it comes to the planning. It's really hard to talk and count at the same time. I still have I'm very happy I have some leftovers I can eat this evening because I almost haven't been downstairs today. So that's gonna be nice. I'm also so happy it's almost spring. We have been outside a few times. We usually take a lot of walks outside. And we just haven't done that at all during winter, so I'm very happy here. At least here the weather is starting to get a little bit nicer. I don't know how long it's gonna stay nice. I guess we'll see. But spring definitely is my favorite season. And we have a few plans for summer as well, which I'm excited about. Next week, oh no, it's in 2 weeks, I think. 2 or 3 weeks. Evict and I are gonna be together for 9 years already. I feel like time goes so fast. It doesn't feel like 9 years. Time goes so quickly these days. I don't know how that happens. We're gonna do something as well for our anniversary, but Evict is planning it, so I have no idea what we're gonna do. But I will probably film it and put it in a video or something. Whoa, happy early anniversary. Thank you. It's so strange that it's almost 10 years now. I feel like it doesn't feel like it's that long, but I also can't really remember what my life was like before we were together. I'm so happy I am in my studio space again because I feel like I haven't been here as frequently anymore. Maybe also because it was so cold outside, and now that it's getting warmer, it's a little bit more pleasant to sit in the attic. It was quite cold here during winter. I am so excited about my next crochet project, but I think I first want to finish some whips before I go all in a project again. I did share it on Instagram a few days ago, I think, my pigeon themed cardigan that I want to do. I want to work a lot with scrap yarns. Because I have like a lot of random yarns, and then I think for the color work graph tapestry situation I want to add on the cardigan, I think I'm gonna use color crafter again. It's now, I feel like when you buy yarn and you use it for one project and you have leftover yarn, and then in my case I always buy more of that yarn so that I can keep using it for other projects. And I feel like for me that's color crafter now. It's an acrylic yarn. I also used to buy a lot of hobby cotton. I think it's 4/8 or something like that. I feel like I buy a lot of the same yarns for similar crochet projects that I want to do. I also realized the next row I have to do for this leaf is gonna be super complicated, so I think I'm gonna have to focus when I am at that row, and then we're gonna start a new leaf. Can I just say your crochet is amazing and really inspires me, like I want to be like you. Oh my god, that's so sweet. I honestly don't really know how to respond to things like that because it's always so sweet and I really appreciate it. And just the thought of me inspiring someone is like, I don't know, it's so hard to imagine. Because to be honest, in real life, I wear my items and I'm like, why is nobody like complimenting me? I don't know. I feel like normal people don't really care as much. And then some people, like you, for example, are so nice online. I feel like I just had so much luck as well, having a lot of free time to really work on my crafts and get better at it. I already started kind of designing my own items, I think 2 years ago now, and I've seen so much improvement. I fully understand. Yeah, I don't know, I feel like some people don't understand how difficult it can be, especially when you start with a new hobby. You realize how hard it can be. Because I feel like I'm always reasonably confident, but then when I do something as a beginner, I realize how hard it can be. But I am so thankful for people online who are being so sweet to me. It's kind of a strange concept because I feel like I don't even know you guys, and you guys are like sweeter to me than most of the people in my life. That's not in a rude way towards the people in my life, but I feel like they're just not into what I'm doing, so they just, you know. I have this one very close friend who is like super supportive of me, and she replies on all my videos and all my TikToks and posts, and I feel so guilty that she has to see all my posts so many times, and she always compliments. And the first thing I think is like, oh no, I hope I'm not too annoying with all my posts. But as a content creator, you have to do what you have to do. I'm also, for my freelance job, I'm doing social media now for them. And it's honestly very fun to do social media and get paid for it. Because I can put quite a lot of time into all of my posts that I do for them. And it makes me realize that I actually don't put as much effort into my Instagram and TikTok posts, I just kind of post very quickly. But there are so many fun things you can do with social media and fun layouts you can do for a carousel post, or like fun concepts you can do for posts, that I'm now kind of doing for the company I'm working for. It's not the same, obviously. Like, I would rather do things for myself, but I am getting paid for it, so I guess that's also nice. I feel like I just can't prioritize everything I'm doing. It's the same with my editing and filming as well for YouTube. Sometimes I get insecure because I'm like very quickly filming, very quickly editing, but then I think about my focus is mainly my art, I think, and I shouldn't be hard on myself for trying to be perfect at also like cinematography and editing. I feel like that's just what comes after doing my art. But I'm having a lot of fun either way with my videos. I feel like even if I'm gonna work more, I'm gonna try to still upload as much as possible, because it's really something I enjoy a lot. So now I'm mainly looking for a job either in retail or something that has to do with social media or graphic design. I guess I'll see where I end up working. Now I kind of have to do something difficult. I made some quick notes from my previous leaf, and now I'm like, what does it even mean? I think I'm gonna have to count a lot. Evert is asking me if there are viewers in my live stream. I'm gonna say you are in my live stream right now. You're so sweet for even just passing by and being in chat. I really appreciate it. So I'm autistic and just realized I've been nodding along when you're talking as if you can see me. It's like a video call, but I just get messages, I guess. It's nice to hear you being engaged because it's so strange. I feel like the whole concept of being online is so strange. I don't know why. Okay, I'm gonna have to count a little bit for the next row, so I might be a little bit more silent. Because now I have to do the pointy bits of my leaf. So, yeah. Okay. I hope my lamp is gonna look cute. I hope I'm not overdoing it. But I tried to make it as simple as possible with what I wanted to do, because I actually wanted to do more, so... I'm also super excited about my upcoming sewing project. I feel like I haven't done sewing projects in a long time and I really miss it. And I want to do, but I have seen a few people doing something similar online, and now I feel bad because I'm so late with the idea. But I want to do. I have a lot of different gingham fabrics, and I want to do like a picnic inspired pants with ants and stuff, and I want to do appliques. I've been wanting to do appliques for a long time, and now I want to do it with the next project. But I just first want to finish my lamp, then I want to finish my whips, because I have a few things I still need to sew. For example, my deer coat that I did for the thrift flips. I actually still need to sew on the trim, and I think I will have to sew it by hand. So I'm actually I have been postponing that for a long time now. So I will have to do it, and it's gonna be spring and it's gonna be hot outside, and I'm not gonna be able to wear the coat. But it's fine. I'll just wear it next winter or during autumn even. I just feel like that coat that I did for the thrift shop video, it's just not finished as well on the inside, so I just hope nobody sees the inside if I'm wearing it. Because it has like these stains on the inside from the fabric paint, and then the trim fur is like folded on the inside, so you can still see it on the inside a little bit, because obviously I don't want to cut in my crochet fur trim because it's crochet. So I just hope nobody's gonna see the inside ever. Otherwise I can be like, yeah, but I made it, and that's just like the authentic touch to my creations, that it's messy. What do you do for your job then? Now I have to count to 27, so it's gonna take a while. So I basically help this person with their activities of daily living. So eating, showering, dressing, stuff like that. That's so crazy that you do that. I feel like I would be horrible at that. I'm not the best with people. Like, I'm like very social, but I don't think I mean, I probably could if I studied something related to people, but I studied design. I actually also never thought I would be working in retail, or even being able to work in retail, because that can be so hectic. And I also do that, so I guess we can do more than we know. It is crazy because I'm disabled myself and can hardly do these things myself at home for some reason. When it's someone else, I've learned to be able to do it. Yeah, I feel like I have the same because at home I'm like such a loser. But then at my job, I just go there at 9 a.m. and my boss just tells me what to do. And I'm like, okay, I can do this. And I'm like, why at home? If I say this to myself, I just suddenly can do it. Well, I actually know why, because I am very good with external motivation and body doubling and stuff like that. So that's also why I saw that job vacancy with like housekeeping, something like that. I was like, at home, I can't even cook myself. Why would I be able to do it for someone else? But I don't know. For someone else, it's always so much easier. I feel like I have been doing better though this week. I even put on makeup and stuff. Sometimes I have these days where I can't even go in my studio space, or I just have like a full day in my pajamas. But this week has already been such a good week. And I feel like I wanna, I don't know, whatever, track it with my menstrual cycle, whatever, but I don't really have that because I take my, how do you call it? Like my pill. I just take it always, so I don't really have a natural cycle. But I wish I could track it and see some kind of routine with how I'm feeling, because I have these weeks where I'm just doing awful and I'm stressed and I'm crying all the time, and then I have these weeks where I'm like super active and I can do anything I've been planning, and I don't know, it's so strange. I also haven't painted in a long time. My rewards for my Ko-Fi membership have all been digital. Maybe in the future I can paint again, because I do miss it and I do want to improve with painting, but since it takes so much longer than doing it digitally, I just haven't done it. And I did buy new paints a few weeks ago, so I feel like I should do it, but it just goes so much slower than just doing it digitally, and it's on the couch and it's so much chiller, so I don't know. Sometimes it's just nice if you can cut corners a little bit, and it's not in a lazy way, but sometimes it's just needed. Okay, I have done half of my leaf, so now I still have to do this side, and then the sleeve is finished as well, and then we have to do two more, but it's already 9 p.m. and maybe I should be eating, so I don't think I will be alive for much longer. Although I do really enjoy talking to someone. I really like you being here. Having a little bit of social interaction, although it's online, it's still fun, because I don't know, during the weekends, sometimes we have family gatherings and I'm like, oh no, now I have less time for crafting, but then when I'm at home all weekend, it's like the opposite. I just get kind of bored because I haven't had any social interaction, or I just haven't left my house. I feel like it's nice during the weekend when you can just leave your house as well, and I feel like there should be some kind of balance. But I just love spending all of my time working on my projects. It's just my favorite thing to do. Although sometimes it is a little bit lonely as well. Okay, I'm almost there. I think I'm gonna finish off this sleeve, and I have this wire. It's very bright green, but I feel like it's gonna be fine on my lamp. I'm gonna sew this together and put the wire on the inside, and then I hopefully can make it bendy and stuff, and I can attach it on the lamp, and you can see it in the background while I'm doing it. And I think then I'm gonna end the stream because I really should eat something. But yeah, I'm focused on this. I think I'm gonna have to just force myself to take a break to eat. Yeah, I definitely love having someone to talk to, craft with. Yeah, that's very nice. Because, like, me personally, in my real life, I don't really know many people that do crafty stuff. So I feel like it's so nice to connect with people online. Okay, my leaf is finished. So I'm gonna sew it together. How am I gonna do this? Because I have my 2 leaves. What is the front? Okay, that's... I remember not knowing what the front was of, I guess, an amigurumi piece. I'm gonna sew it together like that, but I want to insert... How am I gonna do this? Okay, let's see what I can do. Let's cut it off. I don't even remember what I bought this for. I don't know why it's green, but it will look fine with my lamp. Okay, I guess first I attach it, and then I leave a little opening where I can insert the wire, right? I think that's how it goes. I'll just crochet it together like this. It's nice to crochet something and it not taking 160 hours like my sweater did. This does have an end in sight. I'll just sew it because I think I'm just gonna sew it together and not crochet it. Did you study something specifically to have your job right now? I'm also scared to get rejected for jobs because of my bachelor. I have a bachelor, and for example, I asked my job coach if I could do, I don't know what it's called in English, but like a place where disabled people work. And I guess it's a little bit more chill when it comes to pressure. And she just said, yeah, no, it's not gonna be possible. I don't even know why, but I am expecting it's because I have a bachelor degree, and I feel like my bachelor degree has been in my way for so often because I also don't think I'm gonna be hired for retail as quickly with my bachelor's degree. Oh my god, it's so hard to say. Because then they have to pay me more. And my bachelor's has nothing to do with retail because I studied graphic design-ish, something, digital design. So yeah, I'm like, nice. Did I suffer for nothing? I actually went to school to be a sign language interpreter, but didn't finish. It led me to working in a group home for deaf adults with disabilities. Then from there, I just continued working for all different people. Oh, that's nice. Sounds very interesting. Yeah, I feel like I'm also going more towards the social media route when it comes to work for me. Like, I used to be self-employed with my illustration, but I feel like with AI now, it's not really gonna be easy anymore. And also, if you want like a job in illustration that doesn't really exist, you have to kind of do it self-employed. Okay, I'm sewing it together now. I don't want to do this 2 more times. But I guess I will do it this evening, and then tomorrow I can do the craft that I wanted to do this evening. I'll have to reschedule my planning again. It's fine. I still did a lot today, but I started at 1 p.m, so I feel like if I started earlier, I could have done more. But I think that every single evening, I'm like, oh, if I just started earlier. Somehow I was expecting this to go so much quicker. And I just didn't want to do nothing in the evening. So that's why I started at 1 p.m. and now I'm like, oh damn, I should have started earlier. I was very wrong at predicting how long this would take me. I think it's gonna look very cute because before this I did a more, I guess, realistic looking leaf. And it looked very strange with my lamp. Because I feel like my lamp is like, it has like a simplistic vibe to it. And the organic looking leaf, it didn't fit. So I feel like this simple shape is nicer. Wait, let me okay, I don't feel like my lamp is gonna catch on fire. I just wanted to feel if it was feeling hot. I do that all the time too. I don't remember what I was talking about. I feel like this always happens when I go live. I talk a lot and then someone replies and I don't remember what I was talking about. Yeah, like the planning that I'm like, I didn't plan it correctly, yeah. I feel like I'm usually quite good at it because I plan every single hour of my day is planned in my Google Calendar. It looks terrifying to normal people if I show my calendar, like, but it's literally also the small stupid things that I put in my calendar. Even if I have to wash my hair, for example, I just put it in my calendar because I feel like that's easier. And then I don't have to think for myself. I love not thinking for myself. And I don't know if this is just me, but sometimes I get frustrated if, well, I also forget a lot of things, but that's why I have my calendar. But I have to also remember a lot of things for Avik, so I just put it in our calendar. Because I know he will forget otherwise. So I guess I'm his personal assistant. You're slowly revealing that we're the same person. I've heard that a lot with like just people who are autistic. I feel like we're all just the same person. I write every little thing in my journal. Yeah, I have that with my calendar. It's insane. If I have to remember anything, I just put it in my calendar immediately on like the kind of the day and the hour when I need to remember it. I also still time everything. Well, not everything. I used to time literally everything I was doing. Now I'm only timing everything I'm doing for Hippie Hooray and my freelance stuff and stuff like that. I don't know why, but it's just so satisfying. I feel like the crafty type of autistic people, we are all kind of the same. But you also have different kinds of other types of autism. And I feel like I don't relate to them somehow. Oh, my thread won't be long enough. That's sad. I will need to cut another thread I can use to weave in. Okay, when this leaf is finished and I put it on my lamp, I think I'm gonna eat and end the stream probably. I'm already happy at least you were here because otherwise I think I would just cancel my stream because this was so impulsive as well and I didn't announce it. In the past I did announce it on Instagram and stuff. Now I was like, yeah, maybe I can go live. Okay, I'm gonna cut some more thread that I can use. I don't have that much left. I hope I can still make 2 leaves out of this. Oh. I'm already not looking forward to sewing the trim on my deer coat that I made. I feel like it's gonna take so long. And I just want to start my new crochet project. But it has to happen because I don't like having unfinished projects. And I still also need to weave in the thousands of ends on my sweater I just finished, but I feel like that's why I am doing finishing my whips video. So if it's for a video, I feel like I get pushed to do it. And honestly, it feels nice to finish whips. I feel like it's worth it. We're almost there. Come on. I'm very hungry. My leftovers are cold pasta salads. It's very good. So if I can just finish this, I can mentally allow myself to eat. I also I did buy a soda, and for some reason it was standing on my living room table, and for some reason I just slapped it and like a lot of soda just fell on my couch and the ground, and it was very annoying, and I honestly didn't have the mental energy to like completely clean the couch decently. So I really hope there aren't gonna be any stains on it, because I wasn't feeling that. No, I just cleaned it with some water. But we do have removable sheets on our couch, so if it's needed I can still wash those sheets, but I hope cleaning it with water was enough, because I don't know why every now and then I just slap my soda and it just flies everywhere. I don't know why that's something that happens every now and then. I'm just not handy when it comes to stuff like that. It's gonna look so cute. It could also be a cute little pouch or something like that with the shape. I feel like it has a water droplet shape. Okay, I think I can insert the wire. Yes, it's so cute. Thank you. Let's see if I can sew it in there. But this wire isn't very thick, so I hope it's gonna be enough for what I want to do. Sew it in there. I have so many fun projects that I'm looking forward to, and I'm trying to not set a deadline on my projects and also kind of see how my videos go. Because sometimes I can make it so stressful while it's literally my hobby. So I'm trying to not set any more deadlines for the projects I want to do and just kind of look forward to them when I have the time. I used to be so strict with my deadlines and my projects, but I also had a lot more time in the past when I wasn't working, so yeah. I really hope this one wire is gonna be enough. Oh, it's holding its shape. Obviously, I still need to attach it around the lamp and hope it's not gonna look too bad. Oh. When I'm done with this, I also quickly want to show the crafty projects that I actually wanted to do this evening, but I didn't have any time for because I'm now doing this. Hi, I was already on the app and saw you were live. It feels like forever since I've been able to make one. Hi Savannah, how are you doing? Well, actually it has been forever since I have been live because I feel like I haven't been in my studio space as much. I also haven't painted in a long time on paper. So I was already in my studio space now, so I was thinking maybe I can go live again because I hope I'm gonna be in my studio space more often. It's just I prefer to go live in the evening, and during the evening I'm usually watching television with Evert, but today he's not home, so how are you doing? I was gonna almost stop being live, but I can still talk to you for a second because here it's 9:20 p.m. and I still haven't eaten my dinner, so I'm almost done with this leaf and then I'm gonna attach it at my lamp. On my lamp. I don't know how to speak English. Apparently, I also have been saying... Is it executive? Because I keep saying executive, or I don't know. Evert always says I say it wrong, but I don't know. It's so hard. Why doesn't he just leave me alone? Executive? I don't know. But apparently I say it wrong every time in my videos, and then he tells me and I'm like, yeah, but people know what I'm trying to say, right? I love your videos, you're so talented. Thank you so much, Cozy Hobby M. How are you doing? I am well, just finished a little bit of sewing for the day. It's good to see you in real time. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here as well. What did you sew? I am looking forward to my next sewing project so much, but I'm actually forcing myself to first finish all of my whips, and then I can sew. Oh well, I'm also working on my lamp here. I'm already testing it out, but it's not finished yet, and I do think I want to buy colored light bulbs, because then I can make it a purple flower. So yeah, I'm looking forward to my next sewing project so much, but I first want to do everything like I scheduled it. How is everyone doing? I actually wasn't gonna go be live for too long anymore, because here it's 9:30 p.m. almost, and I still haven't eaten dinner, or I guess I could take my dinner and eat here, but I feel like that would be disturbing, me eating during a live stream. I don't know why. I'm sick but working on a cocoon cardigan. What's a cocoon cardigan? I feel like I haven't heard about that. Is that something I don't know about? Okay, we have the leaf and it does bend. So I'm gonna try to attach it to my lamp now. I'm practicing some new things by making doll clothes. I don't want to commit to anything for myself until I can make it tiny with less fabric. That's actually a very smart way to practice. I feel like I'm always way too ambitious with my projects. I'm also still learning though with doing the bigger projects. But it's not perfect at all. I haven't heard of the cocoon cardigan either. Yeah, what is it? Okay, I have this paper scissor it's very bad. So I'm gonna try to cut off my loose ends. Do you hear that? It's not doing that well with cutting fabrics. I feel like it's a cute leaf shape because I wanted it to be a little bit more geometrical looking, because it's like a simple, the lampshade is kind of with simple shapes and not very organic. So I do like the leaf I have here, and I do want to make another one, so I'm still gonna be occupied for the rest of the evening. It's like you crochet a rectangle and fold the sides to make the sleeve holes. Then add a collar and sleeves after. Ah. Okay. Well, it's very simple but pretty cute. I mean, everything crocheted is cute. Okay, I'm gonna go to my lamp for a second and try to attach my... Oh wait, I didn't cut this off. There was still a loose end and I didn't notice. Okay, I'm gonna try to attach it on the lamp and see if it stays. You can see it here. Ta-da! I am somehow scared it will catch fire, although the wiring isn't really covered in any fabrics, but I'm still, I don't know, I'm super... I think I had another dream this night of a fire in our house. I don't know, it's like a very big fear of mine is house fire, so whatever. I am rambling. I'm gonna attach this and see how it looks. Let me adjust my webcam so you can kind of see what I'm doing. It is very floppy. It kind of falls down. But I feel like it does look kind of cute. If I put like another one in between. Also, I'm gonna still adjust how the lampshades are sitting, but I do think it looks quite cute, but you can also very much see the wiring. Well, you cannot see it on my webcam, but in real life you can see it. Okay, I still want to show you guys what I actually wanted to do this evening. I'm first gonna clean up a little bit. Looks good, thank you. I feel like it's a little bit derpy, but I mean, it looks like a leaf. It looks like it's supposed to be a leaf. I don't know if this small wire is enough though, but I don't wanna undo it now. This has taken me too long already. I wanted to show you, I have like this DIY kit with felt to make a butterfly, and I did want to make this to go maybe behind the lamp, or I want to say even on the lamp, but I don't think I want to put it on the lamp. But this is a fun craft, and I think I'm gonna do it maybe tomorrow. It came with tea as well, but it's I think it's a Dutch shop. Here are the instructions. It's the same shop that I bought my lamp, that I made the lampshade for in a video a while ago now. I don't even remember which video it was, but I did make that lampshade in a craft video. And now I want to make the butterfly for my lamp upcycle video as well. But that will be for tomorrow. Honestly, I think I will end the stream. I really don't want to, but it's so late and I haven't eaten dinner, and I'm scared if I eat it too late, it won't be good for my digestive system. I don't know how that works. But I think I'm gonna end the stream here. But I do really appreciate everyone who came by. It's so sweet, and it was very impulsive of me to do this live stream, but I think I will do more in the future. Probably just casual crochet streams and just talking. I was scared no one was gonna come by, so I really appreciate everyone who came by and said something in chat. So have a good rest of your night. Go eat. Bye. So thank you guys so much, and next Wednesday there's gonna be a new video. I'm gonna edit a new video on Wednesday and then publish it as well. So I will see you next time. Bye bye. Thank you so much for being here.